residents of Mbololo are complaining about the water shortage. So what have you done to ensure that the complaints are no more? What have you done in terms of water?
I can assure you the complaints are still there.
Yes.
They're still there because it's not a one-time solution. It is a gradual solution. We have the short-term solution, the medium-term solutions, and the long-term solutions for the water problem. The clear short-term solutions, I did them during the supplementary budget 1 and 2. Immediately we assumed office on 1st of September last year. In the supplementary budget, I deliberately allocated some money for some water projects in Mbololo. I can start by talking about the Mwaminjwa water project, which is in Tausa. It has been refurbished. There is some new piping, even though the source does not have enough water. But we are trying to make the hardware first, as we are trying to improve also at the source and the catchment, and also improve on the tree planting and those areas to ensure that we have water. So Mwaminjwa water project has costed us 1.5 million. And I can say without any fear of contradiction that it's a complete project, that it is just awaiting the governor and I to go and handle it over to the people. And I also allocated some money for Mrema Water Project. Mrema Water Project has got a very good source of water, but the residents had to climb a hill or a mountain to get to the water. And I said I have to save the parents of those areas the hassle of climbing up the hill. I did some piping. We did some allocation of funds, and piping was done. A tank was put in place, and 2 water points were put closer to Mwananchi. And I can assure you those guys are very happy as we speak today. We also thought of Mkochuni Kunde village, which have been having a very big problem. Mkochuni had a problem of a tank. They had a 35,000 very old tank, which could not sustain the grown population. We also allocated 2 million for the same. I personally did that, 2 million for that tank, and it's under construction. It is the contractor is already there. It's only that he's also facing some financial problem. That's why he has put it to a halt a bit. But I am very sure, by the grace of God, it will be a complete project and it will help us so much. I can also say we have allocated funds for drilling of a borehole in Mkochuni, Upper Kiviso area, which can supplement the water source in that area. And the good news, brother, is that the biggest problem we have had, especially in these 3 villages, Mkochuni, Kunde village, and Kulele, Kirtai, Mdanda, and Ikanga. We have had some wrangles with the Mamusha water project. And because one time there was a big announcement through Wango FM that water is a free service, it's free of charge, nobody should pay for it. And all of a sudden the Mamusha committees were dismantled over the night, and therefore it did not go well with the Mamusha team, and therefore they supplied water up to Kulele, and the rest of the areas were left without water. Even the little water used to get in rationing or rationed water, we could not get it anymore. So we have suffered enough. So I took it upon myself to call the chairman, Sombiarangi. I took some representatives from all those villages. The Mamusha committee came. We sat down at Kigombo. We discussed amicably. We came to a conclusion that we have to go back to the old system and ensure we pay the 50 bob for those who are fetching the water, and the 100 bob for those who have got a tap, so that at least we can surface that water pipeline, so that it can reach the people, especially up to a month to rain season, to avoid that pricking thorn on our flesh. So those are some of the things we are doing. And then people would say it's that when the right leadership is in place, God's grace locates that area and great things happen. And I can assure you, since we took over, we have seen a lot of development partners coming in, especially in Mbololo. I'm so much grateful. I thank God for that, because immediately we got some good funding from National Drought Management Authority, some close to 9 million, 3.7 million for Tausa Water Project, and 4.7 million for Ilangeni water pan, and I can report here clearly that the 2 projects are complete and they have been handed over. And I can assure you, when it rains now, the water pan is big enough to sustain our cattle for a longer period during drought season. And the Tausa Water project total refurbishment has been done. The pipeline has been done. We are just waiting for it for it to rain so that we can have some more water in the catchment area.
All right. Thank you very much. And what about the Mwanga borehole? What's your take on the Mwanga borehole?
Yeah, Mwanga borehole is purely also Mamusha project, and I'm currently very happy because recently we got another donor who came and said he wanted to refurbish Kiwombo Dam, but they discovered that Kiwombo Dam, from the research done earlier, is supposed to it requires around 674 million for it to be done. So they had only 15 million. So in our wisdom, together with the executive, we agreed with them that let them help renovate the Mwanga borehole, because initially it has been using diesel as a source of energy, which is very expensive. It was not sustainable. It was not functional. So now they're bringing in the 15 million to put on the water panels. Not water panels. I'm talking about the solar panels, to put on a very big tank on top there to do proper piping and also to expand the source. So I'm very sure we'll be having an alternative way of getting a source of water. After Mamusha water project is dry, we go to the borehole like that. When you do that, I'm very sure for the first time in Mbololo or those villages I've mentioned, we'll have consistent water supply.
So now, so for now, the residents of Mkwachunye, Kirutai, Kulele, who is watching you right now, is assured that the issue of perennial water shortage is going to be a thing of the past.
It is my prayer. It's my prayer, because I can't say it with finality, because I've seen so many projects being proposed, funding being brought, but at long last they are not done. I am very keen as the oversight to ensure this project is done, but I am also asking them to pray, because some of these projects needs also God's intervention. Apart from allocating money, having donors, God's grace is also very important for this project to come to fruition and to benefit the common Mwananchi. Without forgetting, my brother, Ikanga area is also a blessed area as I speak today, because through Coast Water Development Authority, they have brought out 13 million. And already they have drilled a very good borehole. Water is already out. They are doing some sampling in the chemistry to ascertain which minerals are there. They are also putting in a purification plant in the same area. They are also fencing the area. They are also putting a water tower plus a water kiosk in that place. And then maybe after they have done with the 13 million, I come in with my water fund and do some piping to maybe the schools around there and some villages around there. We will be as good as we will be home and dry, my brother.
All right, thank you very much for that water development projects in Mbololo ward. And now we want to move on to the next topic.